channel. I'm Susan Wagner, editor of Country Business Magazine. I'm here with our photo stylist, Nancy Borsotti, and we're just kind of relaxing, and you might think we're sitting in one of our homes, but actually we're in our photo studio where we set up displays and little room settings and vignettes to create all kinds of photos for the magazine. So we wanted to show you this because we wanted you to realize how easy it is to create room scenes or room settings in your store. And when you create these little vignettes, these settings, you can cross merchandise to your product, and customers will really see what the merchandise is and be encouraged to want to purchase and to take it home and put it in their house. So let's just see a little bit of what we put in this particular setting to make it look realistic. So Nancy, tell us a little bit about the window and how you can use windows to create something that looks like an actual room.
Basically, you can buy a pre-purchased window and hang it on the wall and then frame it out. That's not that difficult to do. Once you do that, you really don't, you can put something, a scene or something behind it, even a poster or something, depending on the size of the window, if you really want it, or fabric, and embellish it with a shade, curtains, shutters on the side. You can even put window boxes on the bottom. I think customers really like that at-home feel, so, and a window seems to do that in your store.
Right. Another way you can create a scene that makes it look a little more realistic is by creating a wall. And here we just have a piece of paneling with a ledge. The ledge we did attach to the wall, and then the paneling is just put up right behind it. Very easy, depending on how you put the ledge up, it's easy to take it down. Or you could just leave the ledge up on its own just for merchandising. But again, this makes it look like we have a wall here and, you know, background. And for flooring, all we did is we put down several pieces of wide plank that we painted, threw down a rug, put in furniture, you know, put in all kinds of other different merchandise, and you have a scene. So now let's take a look at another setting that you can do in your store. Here we are in another set. This is our, what may appear to be just a regular kitchen, but it is actually part of our photo studio as well. So as you can see, what we've done is just put in some cabinets in place, created a faux tile backsplash, found this wonderful copper sink that we put in place, and we've created a kitchen. This is something that you can easily do in your store, and you can use a kitchen set like this to merchandise specialty food items. You can have some local chefs come in and do just some sort of events or some sort of tastings at your open house. You can use a kitchen scene like this for a lot of different things. With the cabinets, if you want to make it a little more permanent, you can buy the cabinet banks and actually attach them to the wall and put them in at the bottom. If you'd rather it not be permanent, you could just buy the base cabinets and just put them in place without making them solidly attached to the wall. Buy a piece of countertop, put it on top, find some old sink or antique sink or even just a cheap sink you can buy at a hardware store, place that on top. There's no need to completely hook up the water or anything because it's really just for display and setting purposes. So Nancy, what else can you do in your kitchen?
Again, a window adds that homey touch. I think that helps any set, makes it look more natural. And our tile back here is not actually tile, and it's to save money, this is painted on. All you do is take strips of very thin tape and tape it off in sections, and you can either sponge it or just paint it a solid color, and it looks like tile.
Voila, you have tile. So let's go look at one other idea on ways that you can create ambiance and setting in your store. And here we are again in another setting in our photo studio. What we wanted to show you here is how easy it is to just create different floor ideas. What we have first is a piece of paneling, just a very simple, pre-cut piece of paneling. Lay it down, voila, you have a new floor. Again, we have the wide white boards that you can lay down. Some other ideas, you can go to your carpet and floor dealer and get a piece of linoleum that you can lay down, pick back up again when you're done with your display. You can get a big piece of, say, 6x8 board that you can put down some peel and stick tiles. You can put from faux stone, faux bricks, anything on there. Again, very simple floor idea. Bring them in when you need them, take them back out when you don't.
And the great thing about, I'm sorry, Sue. The great thing about these 4x8 pieces are that you can lay them side by side and the floor can be as big as you want.
Right.
Very, very easy.
And you can add, here we have a strip of baseboard that all you have to do is just put it there in place. You don't have to attach it to the wall because all you're doing is giving the illusion of a room and a floor. Some other ideas for sand.
Sand, I've used burlap, which really mimics sand very well. Flagstone, if you're doing a garden setting, you can actually use real sand if you section it off with plastic underneath.
But if not, just setting just the flagstones on their own, just down.
Right.
Bricks, you could just put down bricks on their own,
Right.
make a little garden path.
Little moss
area.
in between.
Mm-hmm. Indoor-outdoor carpeting. Mm-hmm. All kinds of things. Lots of ideas for flooring. So there you go. You have some ideas on how to create settings and room scenes in your store that will really generate a lot of interest. So think about these ideas and go do something fun and exciting in your store.